Yo, what's up, guys? How's it
What's
going,
the?
Roger? Oh, Roger, what? You got a new background? Where are you?
I just switched rooms, so now I'm in a
Oh,
different room.
what's that on the couch back there? Is that
See that little guy over
a
there? That's
guitar thing?
Jared's mandolin.
It's a mandolin? You want to play us a
Yeah,
little? You want to play us a little jingle?
this is Jared's, man. I don't know. I
You
don't
can't
even know
touch
how to
it.
play
Yeah.
that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I just wanted to add to his collection. Like if my screen was next to his, then the instruments will go in a
You
straight
should do
line.
the thing where you like hold
We're
it off
connected.
camera and then Jared pulls it out from his side. That'd be pretty
Go,
dope.
go,
I gotta
go.
cut this out because I'm recording.
Oh man! Oh, thanks for
Oh,
the
dude,
picture to
that's
the mandolin.
Oh, amazing. Magic on a magic podcast. There you have it. Magic on magic.
See,
That's the
man,
lamest
the
thing
whole thing
ever.
was awesome.
All right, week 17. We last week we totally recorded at the worst absolute worst possible time because literally within minutes after we finished, Spider-Man previews came up and we just talked about a bunch of junk last week. So this week is the meat. I don't even think we're going to get through it because there's just so much to get through. We're going to start off really quick with a surprise secret lair. If you guys haven't seen or heard about it, because none of us did, it came out this morning. We're going to
Yeah, it
talk
wasn't even.
about
Was there an email about it?
no, nothing. It
It's,
was
yeah,
it was a surprise.
that's surprising. I was like, what on
Was it
earth?
surprising? Were you surprised?
It was surprising.
Yeah.
It is surprising.
We're gonna talk about Spider-Man. Lots of cards have been spoiled, and we're gonna talk about that. The set was is intended for a pick two draft format. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. All right, so let's get into it. Secret Lair number what 700 for the year.
Nobody counts. Nobody
It's
counts
it's
anymore.
Chaos Vault, whatever that means. What it means is they're going to charge you $60 for the foils, is what it means. But let's take a look. So interesting, they are bundling this secret layer with the commander deck, and they're giving you cards that kind of fit with the commander deck. So
Mhm.
this deck, the World Shaper deck for Edge of Eternities, I believe this is like a landfall deck or a lands deck, and then they're
Mhm.
gonna add in five cards. 5 cards for $60 if you want Galaxy Foil. If you don't want the Galaxy Foil, it's I think it's a this is with the commander deck. So it's 75 with the commander deck non-foil and 105 with the foil. I think it's $30 if you don't want the foil, which is actually really crazy because one of the cards you get is a Crucible of Worlds, currently going for $25 in non-foil. Let me really quick just take a look at. Oh, this is low stock already. Look at that. Oh wait, no, that's Sonic. Sonic is finally low stock. 2 weeks after release, huh? It's still available. How much is the non-foil? It's $30, right? Because that's actually not that's not bad. $30 for a Crucible of Worlds, and you get all this other
Mm.
stuff.
Sylvan Save Creeper is really good too. I think Reprocess has some value.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this?
Zernor has been reprinted a bunch of times, and I don't think it's worth very much. Aggressive mining, I'm that works really good in this deck, but I don't think that's worth anything. It's a very rough card. I play that in Blim. I try to give that to people.
You can't play
See-
that. That's
uh,
funny. Sylvan
uh,
Safekeeping is a really good card for a land deck.
yeah,
And
that's
Zern.
it. That's it. You know, I in playing with that, I put him in my party deck. He's really good in like everything. Um, if you have a commander or just creatures you really need to protect, and who doesn't, like you can always tap out, and you're not have to lose a land to protect something, but that means they're just not going to attack. They're not going to go for your stuff. He's really powerful. um,
And it's a wizard, yeah. There's
yeah, yeah,
human
and
wizard, one of a kind.
human and wizard both the types that matter and everything. So,
So I have a question for you guys. I got to put my professor hat on. Um, shout out to the professor. But
Who
why
definitely
wouldn't they?
watches.
uh,
Definitely.
Why wouldn't they just print these cards into the actual? Because they're selling you the
uh,
commander set, right? So like, why wouldn't
mhm.
they print them in there? But I understand it on the business side. Like that is such smart business because they're tapping into that secondary market. Like if you're gonna buy Crucible Worlds for this deck, buy it from us instead with a $5 increase, and Wizards makes the money at that point, right? So it
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense in the business mind. But like, why wouldn't they just reprint it? It's paper. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
because
That's why.
well,
That's why.
well, here's the. I mean, money. That's basically mostly it. But okay, one other thought I had is if they put a Crucible of Worlds in the commander deck and they sell the commander deck for how much they're selling now, which is like $50, that would
Wow.
you would never be able to find the commander deck because people would just buy it out, or they would have to increase the price of the commander deck, right? Because if you know what I mean, right? So it would have three things could happen. One is Crucible World would just be reprinted to the ground and it would be absolute worthless, which I guess is okay. I mean,
What's wrong with that?
yeah, right. So that could happen, okay, if they put it in there. But before that even happens, this commander deck will have to be printed to the ground, and people will buy so much, like buy it because right you on one card in the whole commander deck that costs $50 is $25, at least until the price completely crashes on it.
Okay,
so I it could be that, and then also they want to make more money. I don't know. So
yeah.
there are many different reasons.
I mean, the other thing that's interesting. I mean, okay, here's the other argument too: is the deck already has a Crucible World effect on the backup commander. The backup commander himself literally has the Crucible World's ability, or I don't know if he's supposed to be the main commander. The non-space, there's all of them have a spaceship commander and a creature commander. So the creature commander has Crucible's ability. And I was just typing it in. There are currently now 9 cards with Crucible ability. So I'm also confused about why Crucible is still worth as much as it is.
But is it because, I mean, are the other 9 cards or 8 cards colorless? Are they 3 to cast?
You are right. Yeah, that's actually why. So yeah, the rest of them all have at least green in them. So
Yeah,
good catch. The Crucible can be played in anything. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're playing a landfall deck, you mostly wanna you're gonna be playing green most likely. But still, still, like this goes in any deck. It's 3 to cast. I don't know how much the other cards cost to cast. Are they creature artifacts or creatures? Right? Because
there's a mixed bag. There's enchantments. There's artifacts. Some cost 3. Some cost more.
Yeah.
I think the color identity is crucial because this lets you play Crucible. All the Crucible effects combo really well in Commander with all the fetch lands, and so you do that. You can play fetch lands and a Crucible Worlds in any color, and now you have lands every turn.
Yep. And
These are beautiful.
yeah, what do you guys think about the art?
They are nice.
What do you think?
I do like the art.
Then
I like the art.
What do you? I think the art is cool, especially on Crucible and Zurin Orb.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Sylvan safekeeping. It's what I always
kinda
thought this
like
guy's an elf, but I guess he's a human.
He's a human. He always looks like a elf,
like an elf.
but he's always a human.
This is totally giving me Legolas hair vibes. I don't remember what the other one looks like.
It looks like he belongs in Avatar to me.
Oh yeah. That's definitely not a human. This definitely is not a human.
That's true. I can agree with that.
Aggressive mining. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
This looks like a bug.
Interesting art. And which the commander said that commander deck is bug based. So
There's like
that's
a
probably
hand
why.
here. It's gross. And this is a bug too.
Oh.
And reprocess is a good card.
Sacrifice any number of artifacts or lands. Draw a card. Well, anyway, so you guys think the art's good? I think the art is really good, and I think it would look even more amazing in Galaxy Foil, but you got to pay double the price. So the value, right? Like, who knows how much it's basically all going to be a Crucible Worlds. Who knows how much this Crucible World in Galaxy Foil is going to be worth? The other time they printed a Galaxy Foil Secret Lair, they printed Thassa's Oracle in Galaxy Foil, and that Thassa's Oracle is worth $130 right now in Galaxy Foil.
Yeah. Is this the only one that was released today, Eugene? Like,
there's
are they
one
gonna
more. Let's take a look at the other one.
Thank
you for keeping us on track, Roger. We have too much to talk about. Okay, this is the other one. I guess it's
this one's not as good, I don't think.
Yeah, I guess it works with this commander. I don't know what this commander does, but it's like artifacts.
He's proliferate.
Oh, but this commander remember it.
He's the one. He's the one that combos, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we have Earth, Ether, Sworn Canonist,
That card's messed up.
Goblin
That's
Engineer.
mean.
And you see,
Goblin Engineer is
they
good.
kind of made it so that you could kind of see the galaxy foiling. So I think they purposefully made the dots or the stars pop out in these pictures just to kind of give you a sense of what the galaxy foil would look like. Obviously, when you see the card, it's not going to look like this. The circle parts would only shine in the specific angle and lighting. Otherwise, you would see the stuff behind it. Yeah. By the way, Galaxy Foil, if you have not seen one in person, looks really nice. Here, I have a Galaxy Foil Mountain. It's very subtle. I mean, I have the sleeve on it, so kind of, but it obviously looks better in person.
But yeah, I was just concerned that like you wouldn't be able to like I was worried it would look like some of the ones where it's hard to see, but it looks nice.
Dude, these lands.
You said it's very subtle.
It is very subtle. You see, I think like right up here, there's like you can see in the right angle, you can see the circle.
But
oh, there.
The little shining stars or whatever, or moons.
Yeah, and then in the trail of the spaceship.
The trail looks cool.
Lights up. So yeah, it's really cool. They're not worth that much. I think they're only like $3 for the Galaxy Foil basic lands. They're 3 or 5. So cool though. All right, what do you think about these cards?
Let me see. I'm trying to see if thinking of any of them are worth anything. Maybe Ravager, but the other ones, like the most of them are like maybe like $5.
How about the art? Do you like the art on this one better or the
I like
other one?
I like the other one better.
Yeah,
I did too. Yeah, and you know what's interesting is, sorry, go ahead, Ravager.
Sorry, Ravager is worth the most, but he's like maybe like a little less than $10.
Okay, so what's interesting is the Crucible of Worlds is a mythic. Look at that. What's the point? You know. Look at it.
What do you mean?
Look, they put a mythic symbol here.
Oh, interesting.
What's
Is that the first time they're doing that?
I don't know, but I just noticed that. Whereas none of the other ones are mythics. Even in the
go to the lower part of Zerinord. Like, let me see the bottom of Zerin. Oh, it says rare. Okay.
Yeah, it says mythic right here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, with them putting that little symbol on them, why do they even need to do that? All right. Right.
Yeah, why? So anyway, I'm thinking about two things. I think there's a chance. It really depends how much they print, which we never know. And recently, it seems like they've been printing a lot. But I think there's a chance that if they didn't print a crazy amount of these Crucible Worlds, that it could be worth a lot, or it could at least be worth close to what this secret layer is worth. So maybe $40, $50. This is $60 and there's tax. So let's say $66. I can see this Crucible Worlds going for at least 40. Given a regular one in Galaxy Foil, 40. Given a regular one is 25. But who knows? I could be totally wrong, because if they print so much of this, I can also see this going for like 20. Okay. I don't think it's going to go below 20 unless they really print Crucible Worlds to the ground and like the cheapest version is like $6, $7, $8. Then yeah, I think it could crash along with it, but we'll have to see. Another interesting thought I had is buying the non-foil version of this could be insane value because it's only $30.
Oh, I see.
It's only $30. Where is it? And the non-foil Crucible is actually $25. I actually don't even know how much the foil, like the cheapest foil version of Crucible of Worlds is. So $30 with tax, $33, and you get a $20 to $25 Crucible of Worlds, which is like 80% of the cost right there or more. Although the other cards aren't really worth anything. Just a thought. Are you guys getting into this? I already know the answer.
Nah.
All right, let's move on. Any last thoughts on this secret lair?
No, the only thing is Jared does something cool with his when he gets something that has like an awesome art, he'll put the original card art on the other side and flip them. It'd be cool if they're doing this direct sale thing. If they would do the Zeruran orb, the new one on the front, and then on the back do the old school one. Because you guys remember the old school one that like that little tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even they reprinted it in one of the Modern Horizon sets, and it still it was reminiscent of that. It still had a tree. It was different, but it had the tree still. So
Yeah, it would be cool.
I kind of
Yeah,
like
sorry.
I like the old art a lot. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say because like they already do double face cards anyways, right? So like, why
Mm.
not? Like, just
They would
it'd
just
be
have
cool.
to charge you another $60 if they did double face cards. Come on. Come on now.
Come on, let's be real. All right, yes.
One other thing is there's also, don't
You-
forget, the secret layers come with a bonus card, and lately the secret layer bonus cards have been all the rage and the chase, and secret layer is now a gambling, another way to gamble. Could there be
Yeah.
a super secret special bonus card that's land related, okay, for the land one, and artifact related for the other one? Or because this is not a universes beyond, will we just get the basic bonus card, which is just some random zombie that nobody cares about and is worthless?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Um,
I think it's gonna be just the random zombie that's worthless.
yeah, I mean, is that? Yeah, because I guess for a long time they were always doing like the stained glass planeswalkers that would come with it and stuff, right? So it was always just something kind of random and not necessarily having to do with like not extra art by that person or anything
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it's gonna be worthless. I feel like they only do the really good
They,
ones, with Universe Beyond, because they had the Fallout Mana Vault. Was it Mana
Mhm.
Vault?
Yeah, that was the
And
most valuable
then
piece, I
they
think.
had the Final Fantasy with the summons, and then they had the Sonic with the emeralds, the Chaos Emeralds.
Did you open
Deadpool.
Did you open the Kalia
I did,
thing?
yeah. I
The
just got a
Kalia one?
random zombie.
Okay, that's what I was
So I
wondering.
think I
Yeah,
think it's
okay.
I feel like it's only Universe Beyond.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
they should start doing it.
they
I
should.
mean,
Yeah, Universe.
yeah,
More gambling. Always
I'm
always better when
I
people
mean,
can gamble.
I guess even if it's just a random zombie, if there's still like most people get the random that I think we're all thinking. I think you're thinking of that one drop zombie that gets bigger when you cast a zombie, right?
Well, they
I
have
feel
a
like
bunch of
I feel
different
like
ones, but I don't think any of
okay,
them are really worth
yeah,
anything.
but I wonder if it's still a chance you could get a different card.
And
You
also,
know,
like, why the zombies? I know in the past, you said they had the planeswalkers and the stained glass. They had something else before the zombies. They're always like some theme.
hmm
One day, who knows? They might change it up and it might be something more popular, dragons
yeah, yeah,
or angels
mm,
or elves or something.
yeah. But I like the stained glass one, and you have the chance of getting like any planeswalker in stained glass. I think.
Even like the more expensive ones.
Yeah, I think you could.
Oh, see the
For
gambling
a while.
aspect.
Yeah,
Bring it
yeah,
back,
yeah.
Wizards. All right, let's move on. Jared, did you want to add anything? One last thing.
No, I did, and I forgot.
All right. Well, you know what? Wasn't important anyway, right?
Oh, yeah. So wait. Actually,
Go
two
for it.
things.
Go for
All
it.
right, two things. All right. One, on the topic of flipping and Roger's bringing up that I do the flip thing. Something I realized just for an interesting aside, like clear cases are just like useless now. For your to use as in your deck, to use as a deck.
Yeah.
Every dang deck I build, I go, "Oh, this is great. I like seeing the back of my Magic card," and I sleeve up the whole thing, and then I like go to play test it, and I go, "Oh my gosh, one of these is a double face, and I can't play the deck now." So I can't use clear cases anymore. That was one thing.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
then you know what? This is a financial channel ish talk thing, right?
Oh no, what's going on here?
Daiso card sleeves.
Oh, how much are
Keep
those?
your guy. These are 250 for 40. And you guys have felt them. You guys said they were decent.
But you need to buy three
These
packs for a deck of Commander.
yeah, three. Yeah, or five, and you get two, and you can do two decks. So that's $12, and like one pack of Dragon Shields are like $12 now.
Yeah, I recently somewhere I saw I recently got three Dragon Show. They're just black. I think yours are black too, right? Your Daiso sleeve.
Yeah, that was black. Yeah, you can get black or white.
There was some deal, some sale I think that LGS was selling it, and I got a box for $5. I'll show you right here.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, There you go.
Or like
But
a box or a case. I'm thinking case when he said box. He's talking about just a box.
I think he's talking about 100 sleeves.
Okay, cool.
But
Wait, what?
those are great though. They're the ones that when we played last time, Roger, that they were slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yeah,
They're
they're
mad
good.
too.
Yeah. And that was
Oh,
$5.
that was cool,
100.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
There
but
you go.
that's not normal. I don't think. I think it was
Yeah,
a
that's
special
normal.
sale.
So yeah, just an interesting thing. They are constantly sold out. So
Oh,
just a
go
yeah,
go
just a
get
heads
get some more. Let
up.
me. Can you get me some next time you see it, or I'll go get it.
I
Let's
mean,
see.
I buy them out every
Oh,
time I
you buy
see
them
them,
out?
and
You
I end up
scalper.
I end up, but I use them. I use them all. I've been trying to weed out all of my clear cases little by little.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Clear
But yeah,
cases are not good. All right,
all right.
thanks, Jared, thanks for the financial advice, Jared.
There you go. Sure.
All right, Spider-Man. So, have you guys seen all the cards? There's a ton of cards. Um, what do you think about the set?
I don't like it.
Why not?
It feels very beginner based. I've told Roger about this too. I could care less about Spider-Man in general too, and this is the first full set now that we're getting that's like literally just taking place in like the modern world, albeit Spider-Man's Marvel world with superheroes, but they're in like I don't know what city does Spider-Man live in?
New York.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's like downtown New York. They're just pictures of that, and it's kind of world breaking to me in a way that I don't like. uh, but I'm not. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna like be willing to play any of the cards or play against the people who play the cards or anything. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all. But
Yeah,
there's been a couple of interesting cards, but the majority of them are pretty low power. Go on.
yeah. For me, I was talking to Jared about this, and I think on a business side, it's such a smart move for Wizards in the sense like they're always trying to capture the younger market. And right now, a big part of their market share are like maybe like from 25 to 40-year olds, and they're trying to capture that 13 plus year olds. And what's interesting is that my kids' friends really love Spider-Man. They love all the things that are happening with Spider-Man right now. Marvel has done a good job with the Spider-Man franchise, but they hate Magic. They always call me a nerd when I'm playing Magic, or I go play with you guys. Are you gonna go hang out with your nerd friends?
Wait, sorry. They like Spider-Man, but Magic is nerdy.
But Magic, I tell them
Cool.
all the time, dude.
Superheroes are not nerdy anymore, right?
Not they're
Oh
really
no,
serious.
yeah. How yeah? Where you been, man?
But they're hyped about this. They're actually
But do they
they're
like
really hyped
Pokemon?
about this. They do not like Pokemon, no.
Okay, good.
But they're really hyped about this, and I was like, wow, like Wizards is actually trying to capture that young market. So maybe more things like this where it is a beginner set, because if they do end up buying these, they're gonna know what trample is, because this is a really beginner friendly
Yeah.
for them. So on a marketing side, I think the team at Wizards knows what they're doing. I think this was a good idea on that side. But as an old Magic player, I was talking about this with Jared. I don't know if I'm really down with this set too much, but it does remind me of like, and we were talking about this. You know how they used to put out like fifth edition, sixth edition, seventh edition to get new Magic players in and stuff. I've always liked drafting those sets. It's really nice to go back to good old fashioned Magic, which is really cool. So hopefully,
What
hopefully,
are
it
your
does well.
thoughts on the masked Meower though? Come on.
Masked Meower.
How is this not legendary? It's a 1 mana spider cat hero, 1/1 haste. Discard a card, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. It's so good.
That's there's a rare vampire that did something that I think made splashes in standard that did something very similar to that, but with just vampires. So that's
Yeah.
an interesting card.
Look, neither criminals nor veterinarians had much luck pinning down the uncatchable spider cat.
What do you think of it, Agent?
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think it's got some cool stuff. Like, I like Spider-Man, and I like seeing these superheroes. That's pretty cool. I like some of the art. Like,
I do love that
So
they've made
I think
sure
like, yeah, go ahead.
that they've for none of these did they just go like still frame like screen grabs from the movies. I'm glad that it's
Right.
always original art. I
Like,
think
look at the
because
basic
that
lands are pretty cool. Not
yeah,
Yeah, the land is
actually,
cool as hell.
not. I mean, this is okay, but this one, I actually like this one better. You can see Spider-Man's web slinging in here, in the
mm,
and actually an island. He's actually in every single one.
that's cool.
And look, this is the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know because I'm not that familiar with New York City, but maybe the Brooklyn Bridge. Uh, I think the basic lands actually look really cool. And then here's the special treatments. What do you get? And they're like comic book, which I think is cool.
I think those are actually pretty cool looking.
This is really cool.
Oh, I haven't seen these. That's sick.
Yeah, like it's like a comic book. Yeah, it's really. I think it's really cool. Yeah, so I don't think.
And that Iron Spidey is the one that I think could definitely is going to see Commander play.
And I like the retro comic art too. That one's really cool. But okay, so here's the thing. Also, this card, Multiversal Passage, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the land we were talking about. This is gonna be. It's not mythic,
Yeah.
but this is gonna be played in every deck.
Yeah. Me and Roger were talking about this for a minute too, because like we talked about lands and we were talking about starting town last time and land bases, and this kind of solves all the issues. That just makes any color combination basically playable in standard when this comes in.
Yeah.
But I will say, we were talking about like that this card is going to be worth something, but I will say that the card to keep in mind that did something really similar to this one, and keep in mind how little it's worth and how unpopular it really is in formats, is Thran Portal. That did something really similar to this. Thran Portal was a fast land, so it came into play untapped if you had two or fewer other lands, and it came into play and you chose a land type, and it stuck in that land type, and then then it had brass, like City of Brass, like you tapped it and lose the life. So
So
same,
this is in standard until Tuesday when it rotates out.
yeah. It doesn't see any play. And it's a gate too, which is a land type that can matter sometimes too. But
What's mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional life to activate? What does that mean?
it means you have to pay a life to tap it.
Why did they word it this way?
I don't know. Because they couldn't, like, it doesn't have an ability until you choose the land type.
Oh, interesting.
All right. But the Multiversal Passage is a shock land. This is a pain land, and Multiversal Passage is a shock land. But they're both the same in that they can come into play untapped. The one can always come into play untapped, right?
Which
But
makes it infinitely better.
it does make it better. But I mean, people are still playing Starting Town, and it's basically this.
But are people playing Starting Town because they don't have that Multiversal Passage yet?
I don't think so, because here's the reason that this doesn't even get commander play. Is it's a pretty big disadvantage to have to choose the land type when it comes in and it's stuck, and which the Multiversal Passage does too.
And Starting Town doesn't.
Starting Town is always whatever you need it to be whenever you need it to be, because sometimes you're playing, you grabbed that hand because this was your red mana and you had your white mana, and then turn 3 comes around and you really needed 2 white mana, but you don't have it anymore. Starting Town lets you have it both. So
Well, okay, I think that maybe this is not played because they still have all the fast lands. Once the rotation happens and certain fast lands are gone, maybe those decks will run Multiversal Passage in addition to Starting Town, and maybe the other decks that kept their fast lands and have shock lands, or what, right? Because there's gonna be, it's really weird what they're doing, and so certain decks will really need mana fixing, and
for sure,
they're gonna use whatever they can get. And then there are other decks that don't need it as much because they're getting the shock lands, and maybe they kept some of the fast lands, right? Like I think Orzhov, black white, and maybe there's a couple of other color combinations. Roger, you sent that thing. Could you, if you could send it to me on Discord, I can put it up. Thanks.
Yeah,
But anyway, those decks that some decks won't need it, some decks will. And that will put a damper on the price of this card, perhaps.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but like, I have no argument that this is going to get a ton of standard play, but Starting Town is getting cross format play and getting a lot of commander play too. And that's all driving the price up of it.
Right.
And I don't think this one's going to get as much commander play as Starting Town.
Right.
Especially because in Starting Town you could play it. I mean, yeah, there is the idea that this could be infinitely better because it can always come into play untapped, and that would make a big difference in a 2-color deck or maybe even a 3-color deck. But you start talking about a 4-color or 5-color commander deck, Starting Town's way better because it fixes whatever mana you need in that deck.
And I feel like in Commander, because it's untapped the first 3 turns, like the game's over by turn 4 or 5, right? It takes like an hour to get to turn 5.
That used to be a big damper, but yeah, Commander games go a lot faster now too. So, I even stopped playing a lot of the slow lands because they're always freaking tapped.
Right.
So yeah, you really want the current come into play on tap first 3 turns, and then that's also when you really need it. Like in a lot of decks, maybe you got a draw engine kind of going by by that time too, and then you can kind of avoid playing the other lands, the fast lands.
So
I sent that as a message, Eugene.
Oh, is it on Discord? Okay, let me pull it up.
Yep.
Yep, I see it. How do I? Let me see. How I
Oh, you know what? The one card I did one from this set. I want that. I want pumpkin bombs. I wanted that the second they spoiled it, actually.
All right. Well, okay. Pumpkin bomb. Well, wait. These are from the scene.
Yeah.
Deck. It's not gonna be in the play booster.
The main set.
Yeah, this is only in. It might be in the collector booster, but you have to buy the scene for this.
They're not even. Oh man, really? Great. So are those not going to be standard legal then?
They're not standard legal. Yeah, they're commander and whatever else, but they're not standard legal. Okay, so here it is. Look. Thank you, Roger, for posting this. So the right side are going to be the most benefited by the new shock lands because they get to keep their fast lands and shock lands. Orzhov, Simic, and Boros. Keeps fast but no shock. Losing fast gains shock. And here, no fast or shock. These are going to be the most impacted. So Azorius, which is actually interesting because there's like a pretty good blue-white control deck. Black-red, I don't think there's anything good in black-red. And I don't think there's anything good in white and green.
Don't they... what about Painlands? Are Painlands even in standard right now?
I think they're all gone.
Oh, because they were all in Brothers War, huh?
And Dominaria or all Brothers
okay.
War?
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so all those Painlands are gone, but a quick shout out to Doomwake, which is where I got this from. It's another YouTube Magic creator, but he made this and I thought this was really cool, so I shared it with the guys, but we're sharing it with you all now, but just wanted to let you guys know where this came from. It's Doomwake, so check that out if you can. But yeah, the Painlands are all going to be gone, and this is it's really cool how this is formatted, because what's interesting that we're seeing now, we might talk about standard maybe later on or like another video, but when new sets come out and like new metas are being tried out, a lot of monocolored decks come out on the forefront in the beginning, almost like when you draft. If you're drafting monocolored, that's probably your biggest percentage of winning. But when you're able to play all your cards with like these types of lands, then that gives you the edge back in order to play standard decks more fluidly. Like you're casting your turn 1s, turn 2s, turn 3s. If you want VV on turn 3, you actually need an island and a mountain by turn 3. So that's what makes these kind of evaluations interesting, where like you know which decks will have access to all your mana and at what turn you have your access to that mana. So it's really cool to see this, but this made sense at the time of recording when we first saw this, but with this additional land coming into play, I'm not sure if Wizards of the Coast is just like, hey, we want everyone to be able to brew and do any type of thing that they want always, right? So we're just going to give you all these lands so that you don't have mana.
I think so, because I also think that in probably Lorwyn, whatever the first set is next year, we're going to get the rest of the shock lands. Which is cool. One of these upcoming sets. And at that point, this whole conversation will be moot, because Everyone's gonna have any land they want access to.
Yeah,
Right. So,
which is interesting.
all right. So Spider-Man. Yeah. I mean, I like that. Now, the biggest thing for me about why I'm not fully in on Spider-Man is the fact that there have been kind of confirmed rumors or confirmed by Mark Rosewater that this set is designed for pick 2 draft format. So if you don't know what the pick 2 draft
Oh,
format is, that is a
interesting.
4-person draft, and I've never done it, so I don't have personal experience, but 4-player draft, and I think you just pick 2 cards per pick. You just draft normally. You open your pack of like 14 cards. You take 2, you pass it, then you take 2, and then until it's over. And there's pros and cons, right? It goes much faster. There's only 4 people, and you're taking 2 cards each.
You could play against all your if
Well,
you're playing with a group
I
of
think
friends,
you
you get
just
to play
play
against
2.
everybody.
I think you just
Oh,
play 2,
really?
right? If you're playing for friends, for fun, yeah. But if it's like competitive, I think it's just 2,
I see.
right? Because you'll have an undefeated person after 2 rounds, so it's 2 rounds instead of 3. Or you can do all 3 if you're just playing for fun with your friends.
Yeah.
And it's faster, and sometimes you can't get 8 people together, right? See, it's matching Commander. You only need 4 people. I mean, Commander, I guess you could do it 3 or more, but typically Commander is a 4-player format. Then those same 4 people who regularly get together and play Commander can also do a draft. And look, and guess what? We have a brand new set specifically made for 2-player, 4-person, 2-pick draft format. Now, why is it made for that? Okay, so also kind of confirmed rumor by Mark Rosewater is that this set has about 80 less cards than Edge of Eternity or other standard sets.
I see.
How is this? The
And
question here is, how is this going to have effect on draftability? And then he answers by, this is intended for a 4-person draft. Okay, but there was another post, I don't have it here. Somebody kind of called him a liar and called him out, saying like, why are you lying to us about this set? Like, tell us the whole truth about what's going on with the Spider-Man set, because there have been a lot of allegations that the Spider-Man set was initially going to be like a Assassin's Creed, where they had the Beyond boosters. I don't have the full details of Beyond boosters. It's like 6 cards. Like, the set was so small and it did terribly, right? But I know that the collector booster of Assassin's Creed is kind of going up now, as is everything that's collector Magic the Gathering. But like, it did really poorly. And so my understanding, or the rumor, this is not confirmed. And Mark Rosewater did this like response to that allegation of him lying. He said there were a lot of factors why this set changed. He did confirm that, yeah, initially this set was even smaller. So that kind of confirms, like, okay, if the set was even smaller, were they doing something like the Beyond Booster Assassin's Creed thing? That seems pretty likely is what they were going to do. And after the Beyond Boosters and Assassin's Creed set did so terribly, somebody was like, we need to make this a full set. And Mark Rosewater said there were, he didn't say he didn't mention Assassin's Creed or Beyond Boosters or anything like that, but he did say that something like, the player base or the fans or the feedback we got was that people wanted a larger set and blah 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 blah. So they had to add more cards, but they didn't add enough cards to make it like a full standard set. And so here we are now with a very small set. 80 cards is very small. How is that going to have impact on an 8-player draft? I don't know.
Does 80 cards mean 80 unique cards, or does that include the variants?
I don't know, but yeah. So that part, I don't I don't personally like this about the Spider-Man set. I don't like. I haven't tried this pick 2 draft format, and I intend to try it. I will certainly try it one day, and probably with the Spider-Man set, because it's intended for that. But I don't know how I feel about it. It's just fewer cards. I can see that with fewer cards, especially in limited, you're going to be seeing more repetitive. It's going to be way more repetitive because the, there probably isn't that many different things you can do with the colors or with the synergies or with the cards. So we may see just the same decks in limited over and over and over again, or
On
people with like 5 copies of one card.
I was gonna say, well, like, yeah, two things. Does that also mean that the packs are gonna be smaller
No, they're
and
not
less cards
smaller.
in them?
They're not smaller.
Okay. And two, 'cause the other set that was like this, the first one they got all the flack for was the Martian Machine Aftermath, and then it was the Assassin's Creed one, right?
And the Martian Machine Aftermath one, after it did so terribly, the rumor, I think it's confirmed, I'm not sure, but what people were saying is that they were going to do that again, but they put that into Outlaws of Thunder Junction because that was going to be the vault cards.
With the big score,
big score.
That ruined draft for us.
So but what I was gonna say is with March of the Machine Aftermath, I didn't buy any of the packs. I don't think I bought. No, I didn't buy any of the packs. But I think when I watched people opening them, those were like those were very small packs. I don't know exactly how many cards, 6 or 8 or something like that. But even in like a 6 or 8 card pack, they would get duplicates in the same pack, and I'm wondering if that's what you're gonna see. If this is an 80 card set and you're opening
it's
15
80 cards fewer than a regular set. So I don't know the full number, but I'm gonna guess it's probably 200 cards.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. Okay, that's better. As if it was like an 15 card pack. So every time you draft, when you open 3 packs, you've opened up more cards than there are in the set.
I don't know how many cards it's gonna be, but it's gonna be smaller. And if you look at, I mean, I don't think all the cards have been spoiled here, but if you look at this article about collecting the set, they talk about this right here, the iconic Spider-Man comic covers, and there's only 3 cards.
So the three spider, the 3 different.
Well,
spider
but it says 3
people.
mythic rares, so I don't know if that means that only 3 mythic rares, and then maybe there are more rares that are in this treatment. Or what, but it feels to me like because there are so few cards in the set that there's only 3 of these. I don't know, but this is a collector thing.
The 3. I'm sorry, they said it was the 3 comic book, like the 3 original, like the Peter Parker one.
Well, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and then there's one more that they haven't shown.
Oh, that's sick.
But
that are comic book covers. There's only 3 of them.
I see. Oh, this comic book look. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe it's probably only the 3 then.
What's the other one?
Gwen, the girl, probably. But I don't know if they've shown. I don't know. Let me see if they've shown her.
I mean, they've shown the card, but they haven't shown the.
Yeah, I don't think they've shown
treatment. And then even this treatment, border treatment, there's only 10 in the whole set of this treatment.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, and then this treatment, the comic book, whatever they're calling these treatments, and they're called panel cards. There's only 14 of them, 4 mythics and 10 rares.
You know, Eugene, you explained a lot of awesome things. I think business-wise, it makes sense in the sense of like you test the market, you do small little tests to see how they work, and then like you pivot from all of them. So I like that Wizards is pivoting. It is interesting because like a lot of it, when we talk about like business, it almost sounds like manipulation because what they're probably thinking is like our biggest player base right now is Commander players. And you're right, Eugene, a lot of people already get together in 4-person pods. So in MagicCon Las Vegas, they introduced this new draft format, right? But maybe their goal is like, their question was like, how do we get casual Commander players who already meet up in groups to buy booster packs, right? Because they're mostly buying singles and they're buying Commander product, but they're not really buying booster packs, right? And this is just a great way to it sucks because it feels like manipulation. Like this is a great way to like if they start liking this and then they start buying booster packs to play with their friends to like do this, then this is a great way to sell. I don't know how I feel about that. I think on the one part it's really smart business wise. As a casual consumer, I'm like, damn, that's like ultimate manipulation. Like I don't know how to feel about it, but I think they are trying to do it all for the better of the game, entertainment, and all this stuff. So I'm here for it. I want to see it how it goes, but hopefully it goes well and it doesn't crash and burn like the other sets that we mentioned earlier. How it's gonna affect us? Me, Eugene are part of this thing called LA Limited, which is like a draft league where we do get together with bigger pods of players to go draft. How that's going to affect us, I don't know if down the line they're actually going to sell a separate type of booster box, one specifically for 4-player pods and one just like our regular draft pods.
I don't think so. That's a nightmare for them to once again print to like more different
Print
type
the
of
whole
boxes.
thing, yeah.
I'm open to it. I'm gonna try it. I hope it goes well. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be okay. I'm just worried that as a person who drafts solely, almost only drafts, I just worry that the regular 8-person draft won't be as like it will be hurt in some way by the smaller set or the design that this is designed for like a 4-person draft. So I don't know. They said they're going to be doing like stores are going to be hosting the pick 2 draft format, like
Interesting.
those things. Yeah, so they're really pushing this really hard. So we'll just have to see how that works. Hey, but also they do, you mentioned LA Limited, Roger, but LA Limited has a team draft league, right? So it's 3-on-3. It's a 6-person draft. That actually, these smaller sets might improve those 6-person drafts. Because if you think about it, an 8-person draft, okay, a regular set is intended to be drafted by 8 people. That's right. That's like they kind of designed that way. And then when we were doing the 6-person team drafts, generally our decks were a lot weaker because we see a lot fewer cards. But if the set is smaller, you maybe you would see like maybe those decks wouldn't be as weak because there just aren't that many different cards to see. So you would be able to see more of the same cards. Like you right, in like a 6-person, you would be able to see more of the whole set of cards than like a regular size larger set. So maybe for the 6-person team 3v3 team draft, it might be better with a smaller set. And
That's kind of cool.
It'll work out for the pick 2 draft. So then that also makes me wonder, like, then how weak are the decks when you do a 4-person pick 2 draft in a regular set that's designed for 8-person draft? We're just gonna have to find out and do a like a pick 2 draft with Edge of Eternities or something.
Well, as avid drafters, picking 2 of the best cards in a pack is so powerful. Just the first pick.
Sometimes, because I don't know. I feel like there's so many times. Actually, no, I don't think so, because I feel like there's so many times where I see a pack and it's like, oh yeah, this card amazing, and then this and more often than not, I feel like the second card is just way worse. Now, if everyone's picking the best 2 cards, that means the person passing to you will have taken the best 2 cards. So that means every pack you get is going to be so much weaker, like twice as weak.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know.
You're right.
But then again, it's the same thing. But you took the 2 best cards from your pack, so it might even out in that way. But I just kind of feel, I don't know.
It's interesting. We have to try it.
We just have to try it.
It might be easier to get your colors too, depending on the luck of the packs too. But
that's really interesting. Like, because okay, so if you're like, because if people only take 1 card, and we don't really, this is not a drafting podcast, but just we'll finish this thought. If in a normal draft, people pick 1 card. But if you're able to pick 2, and if you're trying to force, or if you're trying to be in whatever color, blue, black, you're gonna take the best, maybe the 2 best black cards, right?
Yep.
And so I can see that colors will be cut much harder in a pick 2 draft.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. It also sorry, this is my last point. I hope this is the last one on the draft, but you know how sometimes you have like that throwaway pick, you need to eat your vegetables, so you have to pick the land because you're playing a greedy mana base thing. But now one of your picks, if you have two picks, now you can have the land and still have
Yeah.
the card that you want from the pack.
Yes.
You have your pick in either two, man. I don't know, dude. They're pros and cons.
We gotta
Dude.
try
We
it. We
gotta
just
play
gotta
it.
try it out.
We gotta play it.
All right. Any last thoughts? I think that's it for this week.
I mean, well, the last thing is, besides the size of the set, is the fact in briefly looking at that Rosewater post, was he saying that like where there was only 5 archetypes instead of like the normal 10 or something like that, that made it so that I guess that's easier to lean into
Did
a
they say
smaller
that?
group.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
it was like the second post. Go back. It was the one before this. This set is designed. For example, there are 5 core, not 10.
Oh wow. See,
So
that goes to my first point, was I think that you're just gonna
Oh,
see a lot of the
whoa.
same decks.
yeah. But I mean, I guess it's easier to build synergy when you're seeing less cards too.
I think somebody posted that the last time we had something like a 5 archetype set was the original Strixhaven, the first
Okay.
Strixhaven, well, the only Strixhaven set right now. But if you recall, in that set, you were literally forced into one of the 5
One.
school of magic, or right?
Yeah.
And
Because they're very
people
they
like
didn't really.
Strixhaven.
Yeah. You liked Strixhaven. I know you said you didn't like replaying it
I
recently,
like
but you loved it. You loved it
at the
when it was
time I
originally.
loved
Yeah.
it. Yes, at the time I loved it, but that was before Magic draft has evolved so much since Strixhaven. If you go back and play Strixhaven now, it is the slowest, grindiest, slowest format I've ever played. It's so boring.
Interesting.
Same with Dominaria United. People love Dominaria United. I think it's too slow and boring.
Dominaria United was classic Magic, which I hope Spider-Man brings back. But like, yes, it's slower, but if the nostalgia, creature size matters. 3 mana 2/2 flyer is so powerful. Like these things actually matter. But now it's like you have
My
a
three
2 mana
mana
2/2
now.
flyer.
My 3 mana better be a 2/1 flying that comes in with another 1/1 token.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that they were saying all this about Foundations when it came out too, that it was like classic Magic draft. But I thought Foundation draft was boring, personally. But what you guys What you guys think of
I
it? Did you
barely
even
drafted
draft?
it, but I thought it was boring.
Yeah. So, but that was considered like going back to Magic's roots. I think it was a good set. I think it did some cool stuff for standard and everything. It's got some good cards in it, but as a limited format, it was kind of boring.
But I don't know. This set, it seems a little bit more stuff going on than Foundations. There's more
Yeah,
stuff going on.
We'll see. We'll have to see what all the chaff is.
Right. Like the comments
right,
and
yeah,
stuff, right? We're mostly only seeing
yeah.
like rares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I see life gain as an archetype. I see web slinging, so that's like self bounce as an archetype. And you got connive on some of the blue stuff. So I wonder if there's like a discard type thing, or some things care about number of cards in your graveyard. Spiders, definitely an archetype in there too.
Wait, was it a secret layer that came out before it was Spider-Man? It's not part of this set then.
What?
Was there
With
a
the Green
Spider-Man
Goblin?
secret lair? No. I think you are thinking about this, the scene box.
Yeah, that.
You know, the thing Jared was talking about with the goblin,
with
the pumpkin
with
grenades
the goblin.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
That was just kind of a preview.
Yeah,
From a long time ago.
I'm certain they have not done a.
Okay, because I want that Green Goblin. I totally forgot about it, but I really
This one?
that thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is good for you. You got a Rakdos Goblin deck, and I want pumping bombs for my Blim deck because I want to give it away.
Well, it looks like you guys got to buy the scene.
Well, you
Or
know
buy
what?
the single.
I think the pumpkin bomb is not going to be worth very much, so I'm probably just going to go pumpkin bomb.
I don't think
That's
any
the
of
one
these. I don't think any of these cards are gonna be worth that much.
Yeah, honestly, the best one is probably Green Goblin. Sorry, Roger.
Yeah, King Goblin's sick, dude. I
And
want him.
and Roger, you're not gonna be able to get this anywhere because you can't get it from a draft, and you're not opening
Hmm.
collector packs, so you have to buy the single, or the whole scene, or
Oh,
you guys split one. Roger, you get the Green Goblin. Jerry, you get the Pumpkin Bum.
What do we do
Pokemon's
with the
so
rest?
good.
What do we do with the
What with
rest
the
of it?
rest? Eat it,
Eat
as
it.
as they
Okay.
say on Reddit. Eat it, and there we will end it. Thank you, Jared, Roger, for another incredible week of talking about random Magic topics. And thank you for watching, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Later.